Hey, this is Elemental Yarn. I just wanted to stop in and do a quick video response because I saw this incredible video from Tales from Elsewhere that I wanted to quickly respond to because I just so happened to have kind of exactly, well, maybe not exactly, but close to what you're talking about. For anyone else, this is a video from Tales from Elsewhere, which is an excellent channel I've been watching recently. And in this video, he goes over the difference between symmetry and balance. And I really like these definitions. I think they're really, really great. Go watch the video. I'll link it in the description. But basically, it's just going over, through different editions, what the comparison of classes looks like. When they're balanced against each other, they have equal or equivalent power levels. When they're symmetrical, it means they sort of operate under similar mechanics. So 4th edition being, high balance, high symmetry, whereas other games being a little bit lower symmetry but still balanced. So anyway, very, very cool. But then he goes into making a better barbarian as kind of an example of a way to make barbarians more balanced against, say, like caster classes and stuff like that. And he went over this idea of rage as more of a consumable resource rather than an on-off switch. And there would be ways to make that rage go up and down over the course of the combat as you get more and more furious. And I was really excited because I've actually sort of done something similar already. So this is a project I worked on a while ago. I've kind of since abandoned it, but watching this video reminded me of it very strongly. This is when I was going through a period of still trying to sort of repair and patch 5e to make it something more like what I would want to play. So this is the Berserker. It's sort of my take on the Barbarian, and I started with a Barbarian for this project because it was just alphabetically the first one, and I got really excited about it. So I'm just going to quickly go over that. This is kind of me looking over this document for the first time in a while, but maybe there's something interesting here. I don't know. So for my take on this, I was sort of trying to still preserve that bonus action rage thing, maybe just because it's familiar. But the more interesting part of this is the Boundless Fury class feature, which in this comes in at 2nd level. And this gives you a Fury Points resource. And so I say, whenever you roll for initiative, you gain Fury Points equal to your proficiency bonus. So that's going to be anywhere from 2 to 6, depending on your level. And also, you gain 1 Fury Point whenever an enemy damages you with an attack, spell, or other effect. This is a little bit distinct from this rule in the Balance and Symmetry video, which says that you gain 1 damage whenever, or gain 1 rage whenever you take damage. I think this is mostly to sort of prevent the counterintuitive behavior of wanting your allies to damage you and catch you in their fireballs and stuff like that. So sort of specify it has to be an enemy. And I define what an enemy is here in a text box, but and then you can have a maximum number of Fury Points equal to twice your proficiency bonus. So basically, when you roll for initiative, you gain half of your pool of Fury, and it can go up to full, or it can go down to 0. And at the end of your turn, if there's like no combat going on, then you lose 1 Fury Point. Or if you don't see any enemies, there's no danger, you lose a Fury Point. So, yeah, I mean, I think we're on the same wavelength here, at least a little bit, because with these Fury Points, you're really incentivized to want to be damaged. You want to get in danger and, provoke the enemies to attack you rather than your allies. I really, really like those mechanics that sort of inform the behavior that the class is meant to perform. All right, so what do you use these rage points on? Well, I may have gone a little bit overboard with this particular take on the class with making 3 different kinds of talents that you can accrue as you level up. You get a primal instinct at 1st level, and then you gain additional powers as you level up. But so basically, let's see, what did I have going on here? Reckless Attack was a basic rampage you could have access to. It costs 1 Fury Point, and when you make your first attack on a turn, you can spend 1 Fury Point to attack recklessly, and it functions much like Reckless Attack did for the 5e Barbarian. And then their powers. Powers are like once per day abilities that don't typically use Fury Points, but their limitations once per day. So Devastating Leap is kind of like a Hulk jump across the city and smash. You jump up to twice your speed and you land, and you create an area of difficult terrain. Everyone has to make dex saving throws or take thunder damage and fall prone. So that's kind of a once per day, really awesome Hulk smash. I feel like that's pretty core to most Barbarian kind of fantasies. And I had a bunch of other changes here for, you know, this eventual homebrew remaster I was going to do, but again, I've sort of since let fall by the wayside. Anyway, the different kinds of talents, there are instincts, which are, a lot of them are origin abilities that give you certain effects. A lot of them are flavorful, like giving you languages and things like that, but there are also more powerful ones you can take later on. Rampages were specifically talents that you could spend fury points on, so things like battle rush. When you roll for initiative, you can immediately charge into battle by spending one of your fury points. Break the shackles lets you remove a condition on yourself. Challenging strike was something to help focus those enemy attacks on you more so. So you can hit someone, do a little bit of extra damage, and then cause 2 other creatures to be challenged by you, which basically means that they're incentivized to attack you rather than your allies. That's explained here. Frenzy to ignore resistance. That sort of helps out for, you know, not requiring every character to need to have a magical weapon. This helps you skirt around that and ignore resistances. Some of them have prerequisites, so this requires you to first have the Blood of Dragons instinct to gain this furious dragon breath. And anyway, there are all sorts of really cool rampages that you could choose as you level up. You can choose which ones you want to get, and some of them are higher tier, so you can't get them until later levels. So yeah, this is a really fun kind of experiment and, you know, tinkering around project with the Barbarian class, which I'd never really been that interested in, but after sort of approaching it from the way that I think would be fun, it started to become more fun to me. But obviously I never actually finished this project, and I probably won't, but I just thought it was kind of interesting that, like I said, we're sort of on the same wavelength here with your rage points and my fury points. Anyway, just wanted to make a quick video. I don't want to go too in depth on any of this, but I appreciate what you're doing, and yeah, I really like that. So if anyone wants to take a look at this Berserker class, I'll put a link to it in the description. Like I said, I'm no longer working on this, but if someone else wants to take the reins and use any of these ideas, feel free. This was just me tinkering around, and I think I'm going to move on to other projects. But yeah, like I said, feel free. It may seem a bit strange that this is my first video after taking over a year off of making videos. I am working on things. I'm working on projects, especially to do with my main RPG project. I've gone back into that, and I will have more updates in the future. All right, that's it. That's the end of the video. Bye.